Ever felt like navigating your relationships and your personal growth is like a never ending maze? Then you're at the right place at the right podcast. I am Shikha Pandey.
I'm Prachi Saxena,
And together we are.
the grown up girls.
And let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm a mindfulness mindset coach, and in a very crisp one sentence, if I have to tell you what I do, then I enable you to see your limitless potential by helping you find what lights you and your world up inside out in a structured, mindful way. I'm someone who's constantly living in awe of the human potential, and that's because of the great transformative journeys that I have seen in people that I work with, and the true spirit of never giving up. And if you ask me about who I am as a person, then I'm super curious about life. I'm a boxing enthusiast, and I try and live my life on the foundation of yogic principles. And I constantly like to challenge myself to the extent that sometimes I embarrass myself. And that's what made me take up learning drums at the age of 40. And so that's who I am. And let's know a little bit more about who Prachi is.
First of all, for you.
Thank you.
And I am a clinical psychologist, a trauma focused relationship therapist, a mindful dating and premarital coach, and a champion for healthy love in this world. I'm someone who's learned about love after a few heartbreaks, including a divorce, making some mistakes, and then learning more about myself with every setback to finally find love that was truly meant for me. I've been a therapist for about 20 years. I've designed a lot of innovative programs to help people find and create the love they desire. And I've recently authored my debut book that's going to be the Indian Woman's Guidebook to Navigating Toxic Relationships and will be available on your bookshelves later this year.
Amazing.
Thank you. In my personal life, I'm a proud mom to a teenage son who's my best friend. I love baking to help me ground and lift my spirits, a voracious reader who enjoys horror and thriller fiction, and a crossword enthusiast. Over to you, Shikha.
And what it brought us together and ended up into this podcast is that once I put up a line on Facebook, in the era of Instagram and Twitter and Threads, we're talking about Facebook. And I wanted someone to join hands with me on a particular project, and Prachi responded amongst many others. And I don't know, something that I connected with her and we started talking. And over the course of last several years, I think we found that there were so many things that we had in common, fundamentally as people, and the ways in which we looked at life, and a beautiful friendship brewed between us, and something that we really cherish. And that really is the foundation of us coming together. So Prachi, tell us a little bit more about your side of the things.
Well, I think the one thing that we repeatedly realized across all our conversations was how much we had grown and evolved as people in our respective lives as we started telling each other the story of our lives. And we love being that reminder for each other when either of us is feeling down. And one day, just like that, we wondered if there were people out there, other people just like you, who might also need this reminder from time to time of how far you've come.
Yeah.
And that's how the Grown Up Girls podcast was born.
Absolutely. And in this podcast, we are talking boundaries, we are talking red flags, and we are talking all the words and jargons and terms around relationships that might be leaving you a little intrigued. We're talking mindfulness for clarity, for making better choices, for reducing stress and managing it, and showing up as your true best versions. We're talking trauma, and we're talking healing. We're talking personal growth. We're talking about energies, and we're talking about self-empowerment. And all of this, not as gyan, because I know there's enough and more available. And this is going to be practical information for you from our side. We're talking all these things and so much more.
Yep. And if you think you need any more reasons to tune into this podcast, I think you should tune in because we bring to you perspectives on life that we have lived, both as individuals and professionals, and perspectives that, people like you and me live every day, absolutely raw and unfiltered. So like Shikha said, if you're looking for a light, breezy, and grounded conversation between two women growing through life, then this is the place for you. The fact that both of us have worked with people and the human condition in our professional capacities as well gives us so much that we want to share with you in the hope that you will join us in this journey of growth too.
Absolutely. So here is your chance to subscribe, to be part of our little world, our conversations, and really find things that'll give you a different perspective on a lot of stuff that's been spoken about. It'll help you cut through the chaos of life in a mindful way, and we still want to keep it fun. So subscribe to the podcast today, and let's all of us grow together, because why not?
Absolutely. So hit that bell icon and come talk to us on our videos, and we would love to hear from you. So here's signing off from the Grown Up Girls podcast.
Absolutely. Bye and see you.